Hey everybody, welcome back to Wi-Fi Battles. This is the second one I'm actually doing, and this is a post commentary because my audio messed up my first commentary, and I keep looking over there because my screen's over there now. Everything's all messed up, but it'll be fixed for the next one. I figured everything out now. But I'm going to do the team real quick because I'm about out of time, because it has to be about the same length as the last video. So what we got going on here? We have a special defensive Mr. Mime, I'm going to minimize this window so I don't keep looking at myself. Okay, I have a special defensive Mr. Mime, a special attacking choice, nope, not choice specs, weakness policy, Behem that will sweep one day. I promise it'll happen. I know it. I have to see the potential in this Pokemon. And then we have choice specs artillery that most things water spout everything. Lairon, max defense, max speed, great defensive wall for PU. Then we have Pupitar, the max attack, max HP variant, which I guess is kind of a custom set type thing. I don't know, I love it. It did so good this game. I can't wait to show it. Then we have the physically attacking Guts Luxray, which gets the finishing blow of this game. That's just about it, I believe. Then we have his team. He also has a max HP, max defense Lairon, I really don't know what that Wigglytuff did. It didn't actually stay alive long enough for me to know. Also, mine is a Trick Room team. I don't know if I laid that out. Said that. The only thing with I have two things on my team. They're fast. That is the Mr. Mime and the Luxray, just in case I do not get my Trick Room up. My Trick Roomers die. Then we have this special defensive throw in his team. I am jumping right back and forth, aren't I? Then we have the special defensive throw in his team, and that's not really much of a problem, but it does take a lot of hits in this game, and it actually takes a water spout from my artillery, which is fantastic. Then we have Pikachu, and I originally thought it was Scarf, but I don't think it actually is. I think whenever he switched in, he just didn't have anything to hit me with, so he just sent it out. And then we have Psyking. I actually didn't know it was banned at this point. Neither of us did, so I let him just kind of use it, and it didn't really affect the game that much, so I just let him go along with it. And then we have the Pelipper, which ends up being his lead. It's Scarfed God. I'm sure it's famous. It's famous. Pete went around places, so I'm sure you guys have heard of it before. And that is his team. That's my team, and we're gonna jump into this game. He's actually already uploaded this battle about a week ago, and it was a very good battle if you've already seen it. But if you haven't, come and watch my side, because I'm awesome. But I'll say NumbNexus is awesome. I love NumbNexus. He's great. I watch his content all the time. So he's going to lead off with his Scarfed God. I guess just to scout out my leads, what I'm going to lead with. And I'm going to lead with the Mr. Mime. This thing's actually a screener, so I'm going to immediately go for the light screen, I believe, expecting this thing to stay in and go for special moves. But it doesn't, which actually makes sense because I am specially defensive. He probably knows that because Mr. Mime is very special. I'm talking with my hands a lot because I'm very excited about this. I have a capture card now. Anyway, he's going to send the Wigglytuff, and I go for the Reflect. And he's going to go for the Knockoff this turn, hoping to get that Light Clay off before I can get that light screen off, but he does not. So both of my screens are now 8 turns instead of being 5 turns. I checked that, and that is how this works. So he's going to go for the Dazzling Gleam, do almost no damage to me, and I realize, okay, I need to get my Trick Room up now, because he can't do a thing, because he's special attacking, and I'm good. So I'm going to make kind of a weird play, and I want to switch out into my Lairon, seeing nothing he can do to me, and since I have the Trick Room up, he can't hit me. Well, he can hit me, but I'm going to go first. So, he's going to go for the Dazzling Gleam, and he's going to lose 10% to life orb for pretty much no reason, because, well, you'll see. He's just such a good. He stays in his commentary. He said he stayed in and tried to go for the Flamethrower, and he did not expect me to have the Iron Head, but I do because I have no good reason to have this Iron Head. I just do. So that's really just there to take care of fairies, to be honest. And it works. It just works. So he sends in Josh, his specially defensive throw. And I go for the Iron Head just to see how much damage it would do, knowing this thing would be specially defensive, and it does nothing, just like nothing. There's about as much damage as the Wigglytuff did. So, seeing that that's doing nothing, I'm expecting a Circle Throw or Storm Throw. So I'm going to switch on out into my Mr. Mime. But he goes for something that I wasn't exactly expecting. He goes for the Knockoff. And the thing with that is, it's actually banned to have 2 Pokemon with Knockoff on your team in PU. That was meant to stop Knockoff stand, but I didn't really think about it when I was battling. He didn't think about it, and it didn't affect the battle, because the only thing he ever hit Knockoff with was this Mr. Mime, so I didn't really care. It was cool, man. Let's go. It was good. I don't care. So I get the Dazzling Gleam off from the throw, trying to get Dazzling Gleam from the throw because I know I just want to go for a safe play, get some damage off that throw because I know it's going to be a pain to deal with in the end. So I want to go for another Trick Room. I do know at this point that now Laron will be outspeeding because my Mr. Mime is obviously faster, and I just want to sack this off. So I stay in and I go for the Reflect just to see if I can get it up, and I actually live it. Which is actually kind of a bad thing for me because I wanted at least another turn of I wanted more turns of Trick Room is what I'm trying to say here. And I don't get it. So I'm going to go ahead and feint, and I am down to 2 turns of Trick Room now, I believe. So I'm going to send in Doc Ock, my Octillery. And I wish I would have... No, I mean, okay. Octillery still is working this game. I think it's 2 KOs, so he does his work. He does his job. And I'm going to go for the Water Spout because that's what he does. He just goes for Water Spouts. And that's going to do a lot of damage to especially defensive throws. So I'm like, okay, I don't think he'll switch out. I don't think he will save this throw. So I'm going for another Water Spout. And nothing on his team won't take a Water Spout except maybe, possibly the Pelipper. And I don't think he wanted to waste his Pelipper either. It's Scarfed, and he can get in and switch out. So the Twisted Dimensions are now returned to normal. I'm now slower than his cheese, and I'm like, okay, I cannot stay in on this. I'm not losing Octillery now. So we're going to switch out into Middleman. And he actually didn't know. He tweeted this out after he played this play. He did not know that this thing was half ground type. So he switches out. Now here I'm expecting to go into the Pelipper because of course he would have Surf or something like that and just take me out. So I decide to switch into my Luxray, making this as an opportunity to get Luxray and Pelipper in at the same time. He probably would just U-turn anyway. I never actually did get him in the field at the same time, but he might have out-predicted me there, expecting me to go into that, and I decided just to go for a Fire Fang, thinking maybe I get a burn, but it does no damage, even with a crit. And he said in his commentary that Metal Burst, he went for Metal Burst here because he thought I might go for the Superpower, and he probably would have lived it, and that would have probably done that probably would have KO'd. That would have KO'd me. And I don't think that would have affected the turn of the battle that much, just because of how the end parts turn out. So I go into my Behemoth, and I unfortunately played this Behemoth very badly. If you saw my first battle with Putuk, and if you're here, you probably have, because I have about 80 views. It's my second most viewed video on this channel, and I used the Behemoth to just set up. That's all I did. I set up, and I didn't really do hunt much. I just set up. So I killed 2 Pokemon with that and set up. But in this battle, I do literally nothing. I switch them in there, try to get Trick Room up, and I'm like, okay, if I want to win this battle, I need Trick Room. I absolutely need Trick Room. Oh, I'm slashing. Let's see my preview here, so I don't know if I'm slashing or not. I absolutely need Trick Room. So I keep switching them in, I keep going for Trick Room. But unfortunately, he crits here with the Earthquake, but I don't think that mattered. It would have been a 2-hit KO anyway. So, no biggie. But, every turn there, I went for Trick Room because I needed that Trick Room up, and I thought he might... I don't know what he would have done, but I thought maybe he might not attack some turn for some reason. I was just really bad plays. I was a couple of balls on my part. But I do get a safe switch in the Doc Ock, which is very good. And here I decided to go for a Surf. I think, okay, if he attacks me, if he lives this and attacks me, then he's definitely going to kill with whatever he uses, or maybe not kill, but get me below the effectiveness of Water Spout range, or Water Spout's weaker than Surf. So I go for Surf, and he goes switching to Pelipper, and Water Spout probably would have KO'd Pelipper. So, and in hindsight, that would have enabled me to save my Doc Ock. Well, here I decided to go from the Reserve because obviously that killed. Luckily, I do not hit myself in the Hurricane. My heart stopped and the Hurricane dropped. You can see I tweeted about it on Twitter. If I tweet in the middle of battle, you know it's intense. So anyway, he goes into Fingers, the Psyking here, and this thing is also pretty scary. And but fortunately for me, I played this decently well, along with using some hacks. I switch into the star of the show, Pupitar, and he expected me to Dragon Dance here, but I don't have Dragon Dance. I have Curse. Cursing Violite Pupitar. It's beautiful, people. It's max attack, max HP, and with that defense boost, he is going to be able to tank, not really tank, but live this Earthquake and go for the superpower. And that's going to take him down well below half. And I'm hoping at this point in time he is scared. But it doesn't really matter because he's going to have to switch out or stay in and lose the Slacking. So I go for an Earthquake, knowing it'll kill the Slacking and it'll kill anything else he wants to turn in because all he has left is Lairon and Pikachu, so it was just the safest play to go with. So he switches into that, and I destroy it with an Earthquake. And he switches, and, well, he doesn't switch, but it faints. It faints, guys. So he's going to then send in his cheese, and I'm thinking, okay, this is probably going to kill with the hidden power Ice. So I'm sitting there like, okay, I accept my defeat, I can't beat Slacking now, but no! I live with 15 health and go for the Earthquake, knocking out the Pikachu. So now this game is basically won because we're down to his less than half HP Slacking, and with that Truant ability, I'm going to be able to get an attack off at some point. He's able to get his Earthquake off first though, because this thing has base 100 speed, and nothing on my team actually outspeeds that unless he is, I think he said it was Adamant, so possibly my base 95 Jolly Man Ray. I think he's base 95, maybe he's 75. Oof. I need to check that. Man Ray is supposed to be my fast attacker, but he might not be that fast. Anyway, go for the Wild Charge to be safe and get it done. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Obviously, I have capture card quality videos now. Nexus, that was a great battle. I would love to battle you again sometime. You have my Twitter. Anyway, thanks guys so much for watching. This was a great battle. I had a lot of fun doing it. Of course, I'm still in the PU tourney, and I have a battle with Subtitle MC coming up very soon. I'll be uploading that live, hopefully. And I gotta wrap up because I have the same link in the last video. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, a favorite, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys next time.